Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles.
And I'm Kristin Hildabrand.
And we are cooking up things from the local holiday gift guide. And today we have a little appetizer. You can use this as an appetizer or a snack or however you want to. But it's candy bacon.
Nice.
And we're using 3H Farms bacon ends. And a lot of times, Kristin, you would take these bacon ends and you would season green beans with it, or maybe put it in a dish for that extra flavoring. But you could do it either way. But we're going to go ahead and get started with this. If you'll want to go ahead and put those bacon ends on that sheet, you need about 1 pound of bacon ends for this recipe. But it's super simple. You get 1/2 cup of brown sugar, pour that in, and then we add some seasonings to it. And what we have here, Kristin, is we have 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and then just 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So it's going to give it a little bit of a kick along with this sweetness. Okay, and then we're just going to mix this brown sugar mixture up. We're going to sprinkle it over the bacon. And then you can cook this in an air fryer, but we're going to cook it in the oven today.
I like that.
And so we put parchment paper down, and this is just going to make it a little bit easier for us to clean up afterwards.
Yes.
We're going to sprinkle this brown sugar mixture over the top of the bacon, and we're going to put it in for about 30 minutes. And then we're just going to cook it up. We can see if you don't like it, these are thick. As you can see, they're the ends, and so they're a little bit thicker than your normal bacon. So these might have to have a little bit longer to cook than just a slice of bacon, but we can always check that. Did you have bacon in your green beans growing up?
I was going to say we always did. And so I think this will be a great addition. I didn't realize that they had this option until we visited their store.
Okay, I'm going to put this on, Kristin, and then you can tell us about some of the things we saw while we were out there.
Yes, so we were so excited to be able to go out and visit Chris and Casey Hendrick's place, 3H's Farm Market, and they have just a wealth of everything that you could think of. And so I know local meats are something that is on everybody's holiday list for the season, but they also had other things like really self-care and for pampering too, like they had lotions from Rock Bottom Soap, and so I know that's a place that's Kentucky proud that had a lot of different options. And they also not only had that, but then they also had some candles, and I know you were fascinated with the coffee as well. So really they had some self-care items that I think that some people might not always think of for the holidays.
And they had clothing and shoes and hats and gifts for the kids and adults.
I know. So it was like a one-stop shop, I really feel like. And she was super personable, was very friendly as we were there to greet us and, you know, talk about the things. Their whole family is involved with their operation. I know she mentioned about the kiddos. And so, you know, it's really, really nice to get that hometown local feel whenever you go.
And you can see the families behind it.
Right.
And she even had like home decor as far as like Christmas decorations and things like that.
Yes.
But I mean, the highlight for us definitely was some of the meats, right? And she had $100 bundle of meats. And I know we took a photo. That's a lot of beef for $100.
I couldn't, you know, like when you hear that, you don't really visually see it. But when we put it all together, it was like, this is a lot of food to feed your family.
Absolutely. And you're helping a local farmer. But they have beef and pork. They have eggs out there, fruit, tea, spice blends, a lot of cool things, a lot of cool gifts for the dads in your life. And so a lot of neat things. But Kristin, what we're going to do with this, I'm going to finish up putting the rest of this on here. It looks like a lot, but it's going to really candy. And since these are really thick pieces, this is going to be nice. So we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And then we're going to check on it. These are thick pieces. So if there was regular thinly sliced bacon, it would probably be enough. But we're probably going to cook these for a little bit longer. And then we're going to have these nice, meaty, sweet with a little heat treats that will be great for appetizers.
Now, do we need to flip these at all, Joanna, as they're baking? I know you said it's a little bit thicker.
Yes, so this is a little bit thicker. And so if you had it in the air fryer, we would want to air fry it at 400 for about 8 minutes. We'd want to flip it in 4. And so with these in the oven, this is going to cook in the oven. The juices are going to kind of melt down below. And so you could, if you want that extra crispiness, flip these halfway through or even after your 30 minutes. But they're going to be so fun, and people are going to want to know how you made them, and it's super easy.
I can't wait to, I'll take this baking dish, and you said 350, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And then you can meet us back here if you need recipe inspiration, or make sure to check out the local holiday gift guide. It has a guide of all these businesses that are participating this year for you to find unique farm feast, treats, self-pampering, all the above. And you can check those out on our social media or on our website. We appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show and hope you have a great day.